That's as the letter of nominee from the amo, and then the key person who is affidavit of commitment to work on the contract, notarized, same lawyer, and then the profiles of the listed personnel, other documents include the certificate of completions for trainings attended by the key personnel in the accreditations, being materials engineer, project engineer, and other accreditations. The omnibus sworn statement, updated and notarized. In the attached proofs for the documents representing the financial statements, the forms, e-payments, the statement of management's responsibility for annual income tax return in the independence auditor's report, statements of financial condition, estos, the computation of the net financial contracting capacity, representing more than 131 million. Lying. Lying. Authorized by Attorney Tiwakin Jr., contractors organizational chart for the contract. And then the list of key personnel with the qualification data, with the notarized affidavit of employment and commitment to work on the contract, and individual profiles, supporting documents, it's as deed of sale, ORs and CRs of the listed equipments. Next, the lease agreement for the equipment listed in the list. So for 1 unit backhoe, 1 unit dump truck, 1 unit water truck, 1 unit cargo truck, in 1 unit transit mixer, in 1 unit vibratory roller between the contractor in Oliver Dillon, notarized lease agreement. Voting documents, affidavit of ownership, ORs and CRs, deed of absolute sale, and other supporting documents. minimum testing equipment, via sales invoice. The next, the omnibus song statement, updated, notarized, the audited financial statements, the e-payments, 7014, statements of management responsibility for financial statements, and annual income tax return, independent auditor's report, statement of financial condition, operations, station for net financial contracting capacity. Date ngayon, July 2, 2026. This was picture. What it pa rin? Uh, ongoing processing mo. The renewal. The important is still valid. So DTI certificate, mayor's permit or business permit, tax clearance, the statement of all ongoing government and private contracts. So may isa for government, none for private. Then it is between this office, 26 PF 0028, with the supporting documents, the notice of award, contract, NTP. And for the SLCC, between the Dpwh-Gaa with an amount of 197 million. So now done the rest of the project being procured, supporting documents, notice of award, contract agreement, NTP, certificate of acceptance, and other supporting documents. In the pickup license. Next, the bid security, in form of a bid securing declaration, notarized by attorney Marlon Caltino. For the project requirements, we have the organizational chart for the contract, the list of contractors' key personnel with their qualification data, such as the letter of nominee, the notarized commitment, the profiles or biodata, that's certificates, copy of certificates of completion, or trainings attended by the personnels identified, certificate of accreditations, we have attached Certificate of Accreditation of the Materials Engineer, Engineer Mateo, valid until April 22, 2027. Next, the list of contractors' major equipment units, including laboratory equipment units. So, for the description, for owned equipment, various under list agreement, 6 units in the purchase now. With supporting documents, CR, 2 hours issued by LTO. As sales invoice for the minimum testing equipment units. And then contract of list of relevant construction equipment for the units identified under list. So one agreement between the contractor and Mr. Terrio Yobos for 1 unit backhoe and 1 unit loader with supporting documents. And certification from the Dragon Man. Another contract of place between the contractor and Oliver De Leon for 1 unit dump truck with again LTO issued documents, 2 hours NCRs plus certification. Another one between the contractor and Christine Bakidon for 1 unit road roller, supporting documents and certification. Another one for 1 unit transit mixer between the contractor and here million with supporting documents, LTO issued documents and certifications. Another lease agreement between the contractor and will PI certificate, mayor's permit, tax clearance, and then list certificates of trainings, every certificate of accreditation of the materials engineer, valid until December 2, 2027. Certificates of completion, safety related concerns. And then next, the list of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment units. So various for owned in 1 unit for equipment under lease in under purchase agreement now with supporting documents, pictures of the equipment, deed of absolute sale, certificate of inspections, the equipment identified. Pictures. LTO issued ORs and CRs. Delivery receipt. Next, list of laboratory equipment units issued under sales invoice. Pictures. Okay, so we have a lease agreement attached for a temporary batching plant between the lot owners and the contractor. Terms of the minimum testing equipment units. Next, the omnibus zone statement, again updated, notarized, same lawyer, Attorney Robles Calabias. Key payments, audited financial statements, Form 1701, statement of manager's responsibilities for financial statements, annual income tax return, comparative report for payments, BIR transactions, auditor's report, and then the imputation of the NFCC, representing more than 676 million. Okay. So, lahat pasado. Yes, sir. Pasado lahat. Tinik mo. Here, first one will request for the unlocking the documents of the yes, 15. First, open the ngayon, si Silver Sky nga muna. The financial component of the bid of Silver Sky. Okay, so financial component, we have the table of contents, bid form, bill of quantities, summary of bid prices, detailed estimates, masyadong mabasa. Needs apat pa na mata. Summary sheet for the cost of materials, equipment rentals and labor rates, cash flow by quarter, presenting 148 calendar days. Okay, so let's examine the bid offer. The amount is 10,514,411 pesos in 30 centavos. 10,514,411.30. Discount not applicable. So variance is computed as negative 0.47%, and being a lone bidder, Silver Sky Construction has the lowest bid, subject for further bid evaluation and post qualification. Next, the financial component of the bid of Bakun Construction. Only left side for the table of contents, bid form, summary of prices, the bid of quantities, detailed cost estimate, Summary for the cost of materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals. And cash flow with 267 CD. Tali. As line. Line, so let's proceed with the examination of the bid over. And the amount is 64,680,450 pesos in 0 centavos. 64,680,450.00 LBG construction relative to this computation for the NFCC. What are the documents? So let's take a look at the technical component relative to the submission of BIR, especially on the comparative course of action to request for the unlocking of his contract profile processing. So may we now open the financial component of his bid? Where the financial documents, so the bid form, the summary of bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, price list for the cost of materials, labor and equipment rentals, and then the cash flow quarterly with 127 calendar days. 129, should say. 129. As. 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 Okay, so we'll take a look at the bid offer. And the amount is 3,748,098 pesos in 54 centavos. 3,748,098.54 with a discount of 9. None. So variance is negative 0.15%. Again, lowest bid, so LBG construction is the lowest bid. Subject for the actions to be taken and for further bid evaluation and post qualification. And then the other one, it is for the result of the contract for the processing for wholesale construction. Critical component, and under the work experience, failed out, but you again review the attached listed SLCC. You have compactor, so also in construction. So in the touch documents with supporting documents na template naman. The project is a concreting project with an amount of 23,474 pesos. So the amount of the project under procurement of this office is 19 million. So again, for unlocking na documents sa CWR. So we have the it is also in construction. So original financial FC, the checklist of the financial documents with form, summary with prices, bill of quantities, a detailed estimate, in 0 centavos. Discount na 701, that is 701,000. 19,701.007. Okay, so variance is negative 0.50%. Again, loan bidder, so Olsen Construction was the lowest bid. Subject for again the force of action in for other actions, such as the detailed bid evaluation in post qualification. Okay, so we're done with our opening of the 4 projects. So we have questions from our partners. Okay, so the representative of LBG Construction, he still have some problem that is for the request for unlocking of your documents, because accordingly you have no records for the financial statement for 2024, so 2024. Okay. In other viewers, but again for our partners, be informed that our request for the replacement of Engineer Arnel Tanasio supposedly the chairman of this committee, but due to movements, he is now our OIC district engineer, so requested for a replacement of being the replacement for the chairman. So for info, our bids in awards committee chairman uh, will be Engineer Carmen Sita P. Tiktik, the chief of the planning and design section. So effective the next procurement activity, siya na ngayon ang presiding officer for all upcoming procurement activities. And another member uh, to replace Engineer Lawrence Romero will be Engineer Vanessa Chan as a provisional member. So any more concerns, issues from the other members of the committee? Okay, announcements from the secretariat.
For our next procurement activity, we'll be having a big opening for goods.
Goods only.
For goods, Mr. J.
Okay, so thank you. Again, yeah, again, a jury duty on July 1st, the first day of July.